So the main objective of the Institute is to carry out research into all topics resulting in sports turf, related to sports turf, but also to actually transfer that information to greenkeepers and groundsmen, because there's no point having the information and no one knowing about it. It's also about dissemination, so it's also about the consultancy and the advice that goes with getting this latest information out there to the community as a whole, so that we can make sure that we're doing the research which is relevant to people and to greenkeepers, that this information is then given to them and disseminated within the industry, but also that they can be feeding back to us about issues and current issues within the industry and problems that need to be solved. We developed the STRI Trueness Meter because we wanted a way to objectively quantify how a golf ball would run across the surface in terms of up and down and side to side movement.
What we've got here is it gives us a vertical and a horizontal value index. So the vertical is 33.3 millimeters per meter of vertical and 17.7 of side to side. Yeah. That's telling us that this is probably slightly bobblier and slightly less true than your average putting surface at this time of year. But this is really sensitive. So even if you just haven't mown for a day, or even the difference between morning and evening, say you're in a tournament situation and you want to know how your greens have deteriorated, this will quite easily pick up those kind of differences. So traditionally we've used the Mark 1 eyeball to assess how the golf ball's running across the surface, but what we wanted to do really is find a way that would accurately scientifically measure this in a repeatable fashion, so that it took out all the subjectivity of a person or a human making that decision. And that's why we came up with the device. So the machine works by pushing it across the turf. There are joysticks and a running wheel in the centre, and that running wheel moves up and down in response to the surface. So if the surface is very smooth, the running wheel doesn't move very much at all, up or down or side to side. If the surface is very rough, this running wheel will move up and down and side to side to a great extent. We can use that to calculate the total amount of up and down and side to side movement per metre of forward motion. So we push this device across the surface at a set speed over a 10-metre distance, and then that gives us a reading of the surface smoothness, which is vertical movement of a golf ball, and trueness, which is side-to-side movement of a golf ball, in millimetres of movement per metre of forward motion. This information is really useful in advising greenkeepers and superintendents on how effective their maintenance is being, to help them objectively assess the running characteristics of their surface, how the ball runs across that particular putting surface, and what is the effect of their maintenance, how effective is that being, what could they do to improve that surface, and allows them to try different options and quantify what those effects are.